Good morning, girls. Children, in maths we are doing chapter quadrilaterals, and in the last week I had explained you the three theorems. Okay, today also we are going to continue three more theorems, and the theorems which I have explained you, they were that in a parallelogram, the diagonal divides it into two congruent triangles. This was one theorem. Okay. Another one was, I repeat, that a parallelogram is divided into two congruent triangles by its diagonal. Okay. Another one was that in a parallelogram, this is a parallelogram, in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. This was one another theorem. And the third one is that in a quadrilateral, if opposite sides are equal, then it is a parallelogram. So that means the third one was the converse of the second one. Okay, so these were the three theorems I've explained you. So go through all the videos and see them. And today also we are going to continue the next three theorems. The first one is 8.4. According to the book, this is 8.4, theorem 8.4. Now, the statement is given over here. I've written that in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. In the previous theorem, I have explained you that in a parallelogram, what is equal? The sides are equal. And now we'll prove that in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. So let's begin with, for this, we'll draw a figure. Okay, A, B, C, D. Now in a parallelogram, so that means this is a parallelogram. So it is given that A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. And you know the properties of the parallelogram. Uh, Number one is the opposite sides are parallel and the adjacent angles are supplementary. So these two properties we are going to use, and then we have to prove that the opposite angles are equal. Okay, so to prove, what do we have to prove? That angle A is equal to angle C, right? And angle B is equal to angle D. Okay, so to start with, okay, first when you will write the statement, draw the figure and write what is given. What do we have to prove? And then start with the proof. Now, okay, now it says that, see, we have to prove that A is equal to C and B is equal to D. So what we do is, mm, we know that AB is parallel to CD. Why? Because it is a parallelogram. Okay, when AB is parallel to CD, AD is the transversal. Okay, actually BC is also the transversal, but we will consider only one of them. Okay, so let's see, AB is parallel to CD and AD is a transversal. You know that if two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, these angles will be supplementary. So therefore I will write angle A plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. You will write co-interior angles are supplementary. And we also say that the angles lying on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Okay. Now, this is equation 1. So remember that AB is parallel to CD, AD is a transversal, and A plus D will be equal to 180 degree. Now, coming to the next part, we will take this one. We know that AD is parallel to BC. Yes. And what is a transversal? AB is also the transversal and CD is also the transversal. So let us take AD is parallel to BC and CD is the transversal. Okay. Now, when I take these two parallel lines and this is the transversal, so angle C plus angle D will also be equal to 180, by which property co-interior angles are supplementary. Yes. Now, when you compare second and the first equation, you will get by 1 and 2 angle A plus angle D is equal to angle C plus angle D. Okay, so we will cancel angle D and angle D, and therefore we can write angle A is equal to angle C. Now we have proved that angle A is equal to angle C. Similarly, we can prove that angle B is equal to angle D. Okay, so by this complete proof, in the end you can write, hence in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. Therefore, angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D. So what you can do is, you can prove any one part. Angle A is equal to angle C. You can also prove angle B is equal to angle D, and you can write similarly for A and C. Did you follow what I am saying? So you can take any two combinations. First we have taken that AB is parallel to CD and AD is a transversal. Then we have taken that AD is parallel to BC and CD is a transversal. Okay, so by this combination we get that angle A is equal to angle C. Similarly, if you want to take another pair, you can prove this, that angle B is equal to angle D, and hence in the end you can write that in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. A is equal to C and B is equal to D. I hope this proof is clear to you. You can see it nicely, and if you have any doubts in this, you can ask me. You can, when you will go through this video, you can copy this proof and practice it. Okay, now coming to the next one. I am rubbing this. I hope you have seen. First you will write the statement, draw the figure, what is given, what do we have to prove, and then start with the proof. Okay, now next, the next theorem is that if in a quadrilateral, this is 8.5, if in a quadrilateral each pair of opposite angles are equal, then it is a parallelogram. When you read this statement, children, you will understand that this is the converse of the previous one. In the previous one, we have proved that in the parallelogram opposite angles are equal, and now because it is a quadrilateral and each pair of opposite angles are equal, then it is a parallelogram. Okay, now to prove that, we will draw a quadrilateral. Now this is not a parallelogram, this is a quadrilateral A, B, C, D. Fine. Now it is given that opposite angles are equal. So we write, given ABCD is a quadrilateral. Yes. And angle A is equal to angle C. It is given. You can mark. And here B is equal to angle D. Yes. Now what will we do? We will write to prove. To prove that this is a parallelogram, what do we need? We need to prove that AB is parallel to CD. Yes, and we will also prove that this AD is parallel to what? BC. Okay, so I hope these points are clear to you, that if in a quadrilateral each pair of opposite angles are equal, then this is a parallelogram. So to prove this as a parallelogram, we need to prove that the opposite sides are parallel, and for that AB is parallel to CD and AD is parallel to BC. Now, I hope you can see, so I'll write the proof. Now, we know that angle A is equal to angle C. Okay, this is given. Angle B is equal to angle D. This is given. Okay, now we add these two. So we will write, this is 1, this is 2. We write adding 1 and 2. So both the equations, when I add, I will get angle A plus angle B is equal to angle C plus angle D. Yes, so now you have to remember this, that angle A plus angle B will be equal to angle C plus D, because by 1 and 2 when we add these two equations we get this. Now we also know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. Now what is this? This is angle sum property of the quadrilateral. So now in place of C and D, by this equation third one, I can write angle A plus angle B equals to 360 degree. Yes. Now twice angle A and B, I'll put it in the bracket and this I take out common, will be equal to 360. So therefore angle A plus angle B is equal to what? 360 by 2, which is equal to 180 degree. So now we've got that these angle A plus angle B is equal to what? 180 degree. Yes, I hope this part is clear to you, that we start with what is given. Then in the proof we write A is equal to C, B is equal to D, which is given. Adding these two equations we get A plus B is equal to C plus D. And then when we know that the angle sum property of the quadrilateral is sum of the four angles is 360, in place of C and D I substitute A and B. So then I get angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Okay. Now you know that angle A is equal to angle C. Yes. So therefore I can write angle okay. In place of A I can write angle C plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because angle A is equal to angle C or angle C is equal to angle A. Okay. Now when we see that A and B, they are supplementary, C and B are supplementary. Now let us concentrate on the figure. When I say A and B, okay, now you know that AD, okay, we will write AD and BC, right? AD and BC are intersected by transversal what? AB. Okay, fine. Did you follow what I'm saying? AD and BC are intersected by this transversal. Now we have already proved that A and B is equal to how much? Sum is how much? 180. So therefore since co-interior angles are supplementary, therefore these co-interior angles are supplementary, therefore these two lines are parallel, and therefore I can write AD is parallel to BC. Fine. Okay. Now statement I am rubbing. I have already told you what is the statement of this theorem. Now I have already shown you that A plus B is 180. How? From here. And then according to the figure, when I say that A and B are co-interior angles, then these lines are parallel. So AD is parallel to BC. Fine. Now coming to in the second this part where we have proved that B and C, we have done that angle B plus angle C is also equal to 180 degree. Now when I say B and C, these two angles are supplementary, that is 180 degree. Co-interior angles are supplementary, therefore these two lines are parallel. So therefore we can write the same reason, that since co-interior angles are supplementary, therefore AB is parallel to what? CD. Now we have proved that AD is parallel to AC. We have also proved that AB is parallel to CD. Therefore, when opposite sides of the quadrilateral are parallel, therefore ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, I hope proof is clear. Draw the figure, write the points given, and starting with this what is given, we add the two equations. When we add these two equations, we get A plus B is equal to 180 degree. Now since A and B are co-interior angles for these lines, so these lines become parallel. Then in the second part we prove that B and C are B and C are supplementary because they are adjacent angles. When these two co-interior angles are supplementary, then these lines become parallel. So therefore we have proved that AB is parallel to CD and AD is parallel to BC. Hence, when the opposite sides in a quadrilateral are what? Parallel to each other, then this figure or this quadrilateral is known as a parallelogram. So hence we write that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, I hope this theorem is clear to you. If you have any queries, anything which you didn't follow, you can ask me. Now children, remember that when you are doing any theorem or when you are solving, when you are trying to prove any theorem, you have to remember these points, because if any theorem is asked, suddenly, no miracle will happen in your mind that you will start, even you will be knowing that what to do. Because if you have practiced everything, if you have done the theorems 2 3 times, 4 5 times, then it will be in your mind. Okay, so for any proof, for any theorem which I am explaining you, you have to practice it many times, then only it will be in your mind that yes, this is how we have to prove it. Okay, so this was the converse of the previous theorem, and this was theorem 8.5, that if in a quadrilateral the opposite angles are equal, then that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Okay, now one more theorem is there, that is, there are more theorems. We have the next one as the diagonals of the parallelogram bisect each other. So what I'll do is I'll explain you that tomorrow. Today you study these two theorems, practice the previous ones also, and if you have any queries, any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, and yes, I hope you are studying regularly. Thank you. Have a nice day.